evening, everybody, from Wembley Stadium on a record-breaking night. The largest post-war boxing crowd in the United Kingdom here tonight, and surely the biggest British heavyweight fight in a generation. Tyson Fury back in the United Kingdom in his homeland as the undisputed king of the heavyweight division. Dillian Whyte, the outsider who has waited all his life for this opportunity to shake the world. And one way or the other, history will be made.
I'm feeling good. Rainbows and butterflies. Like I said in the first Derek Chisora fight all them years ago in the backstage, it could have even been you who asked me. I said it's rainbows and butterflies. I'm looking forward to a good night, I'm watching TV here. Very, very relaxed. I can't do any more than I can do in my life. And that's it, may the best man win.
May win. Good luck, big fella.
The most important thing is both men get out the ring in one piece and go home to the families. That's what it's about. Have a good fight, good sport, and go home in one piece.
Fantastic.
Thank you. I'll bring the referee.
5 years you've had to imagine what this night is like. How does this fight go and how does it end?
It can be a good fight, enemy being a victim, and whichever way it means possible.
Glory, redemption, what are you seeking this evening?
I'm just seeking to win the title. I'm not seeking nothing apart from the victory.
Looks nervous.
He does look nervous, I was just thinking that. Welcome to big time boxing, Mosh.
Okay, Dylan, I'm your referee tonight. Okay. You're an experienced pro, fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world. You know what's expected of you there. On my part, I'm trying to let the fight flow. Try not to be too fussy. If unfortunately he puts you down, you need to be up in a position to continue for the count of 10. Now the count, there is no 7, 8, 9 out, but as long as you're up, ready to go, no problem, okay?
No panic. I've been down before.
Yes, you stick to your game
I've been
plan,
cut before.
If I did think it was a bad cut though, and I may have to speak with a doctor, ask a doctor to take a look. And if unfortunately, if a fight did get stopped on an accidental cut in the first 4, it'd be a technical draw.
Yeah.
Cut caused by a punch, the boxer doing damage wins, obviously. Anything you need to ask?
Yeah, just as long as we're clear on the cup, because this cup is high. If this area
Yes,
here
well,
is good,
if cup's high, anything on the belt will.
as long as this marks at the beginning, you
Yes,
tell him
I'll
what's a legal punch, no problem. Thank you. Thank you.
Anything you need to ask?
No.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Raf.
Good luck.
See you in there.
I think it's going to be exciting. I think Dillian Whyte has got to force the pressure with fast feet and really get to Tyson Fury. The slower the pace is, the more it will suit Tyson. The faster the pace, the better it will be for Dillian, in my opinion.
I think Dillian Whyte's best chance in this fight is for it to be an all-out slugfest like Tyson Fury's last 2 fights were against Deontay Wilder. I believe he has it, but this is when he has to prove it. He's never had to prove it yet because he's never had a task as big as this, but we'll find out tonight.
I don't think you can really see past Tyson, to be honest, unless Dillian comes out swinging in the first round and ruffles him up a bit, but I can't see it.
Fury is a generational fighter. He's either Whyte knockout or Fury 12th round. I think it's going to be a tight fight. I don't think it'll be as easy as a lot of people make it out for Tyson Fury. I think he'll get the job done, but I think Whyte will make him work for it.
I think people are doubting Whyte's potential. He's finally got his shot, and now it's time to prove himself. It's a big ask for him, but I think it's going to be a great fight. But I think I'm edging with Fury for me.
Dillian Whyte has a powerful punch and he goes by a great hook. He throws a great right hand and he's got knockout potential, so he can't really play around with Dillian Whyte.
I'm going Fury on points because I think he's coming lighter, isn't he? So that would suggest logical. He's going to try. He's going to move. Dillian Whyte's no joke. I don't think it'll be as explosive as what people think. I think it might be a bit tactical. What do I know?
Listen, in the last 50 years, only 4 or 5 fighters that have walked out to this type of crowd, the type of crowd we're going to get tonight. You've got to hold your nerves. You've got a 60, 70 metre walk from your dressing room just to be outside. Then the cold air hits you. Then the fireworks go off. Then the noise kicks in. And somehow, these fighters are telling us they won't be affected. They will be affected. This fight could be not decided in the ring walk, but it'll be crucial. It's a wonderful stage. The scene is set. And we await the arrival of the two men who everybody have come to see tonight. 94,000 people, a record crowd for a boxing match in Europe. They've only done them bigger in the United States and Mexico, and that was a long time ago. Tonight it's Wembley's night, it's Dillian Whyte's night, and it's Tyson Fury's night.
Riding out of the red corner, wearing black trunks with silver trim, riding out of Brixton, London, England. He weighed in at 18 stone, 1 pound, with a record of 28 wins, 2 losses. He has 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the WBC interim heavyweight title holder. Please welcome tonight's challenger, known as the Body Snatcher, introducing Dillian Whyte!
And good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Come on, Tyson! Come on, Tyson.
Prepare to witness the Gypsy King punch this poor, senseless, speechless tosser into the oblivion. Heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury!
The defending world champion fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks with white trim, hailing from Manchester, England. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 31 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the undefeated, reigning and defending WBC and lineal heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the Gypsy King, Tyson
all the discussion, it comes down to 12 rounds between a man who was born to fight against a man who's had to fight.
Okay, boys, I've already spoken to both of you. You know what I expect. Stay professional, obey my commands, and most of all, protect yourself at all times, boys. Good luck to you both.
The people's champion against the underdog. Maybe Tyson Fury's last fight, and maybe Dillian Whyte's greatest night. What an occasion, don't take your eyes off him.
Start is going to be crucial for both boxers. Fury will be looking to just establish that jab. It's actually Dillian Whyte who's come out as a southpaw, so that is the first big surprise. But I think, as I said before, pace is going to be crucial early on. I think Tyson Fury will prefer a slower pace so we can see the attacks come in. For Dillian Whyte, for me, he's got to be fast, furious on the inside.
Good step, Tyson. Keep fighting, Gil. Keep using those feints.
Both of them have oozed confidence in the build-up. There's been a great atmosphere between the pair of them.
Right hand down the middle, Tyson.
Dillian Whyte with the slow feet. He's just having a few problems early on, just having a look at Fury.
Well, that's the first solid right hand went in from Tyson Fury, right into the jaw of Dillian Whyte. Final few seconds of the first round. The atmosphere in here is absolutely unbelievable.
He's going to try and nick rounds by being explosive in little spurts. When he does it, you fire straight back, you take it back to them and hold that middle. Okay?
Good shots down the middle. Just taking your time because he's going to fall right into it. That shot you threw hurt him. Woke his ass up. The right hand. Of course. Just keep doing it.
2.
Such a big man, Tyson Fury, with those long levers. He's so difficult to get close to.
Yes!
Just being caught, you see at range, you see that's better.
Nothing pretty, but he hopes it's going to be effective. But he took a solid right hand through the guard there, Dillian Whyte. The sneaky left hand got through there from Tyson Fury that just made Dillian Whyte blink, and when he gets him on the ropes, he wants to flail away and try and land a big shot.
Dillian's feet seem really slow. Right now, Tyson is dominated, like he did in the old days, with big left jab.
Start throwing a double touch, because he's blocking the one. Pick up two of them. Yeah, start just put two of them. Watch what he do when you do two.
Right, the feint's over time. Okay. And when you get him to here, hit his body first and then come up top. Okay. That nice jab you're throwing here, he's looking for it now all the time.
Seconds out. Round 3.
This is what Dillian Whyte has got to do. He's got to rough Tyson Fury up. He's starting the attacks a little bit too far out, a little bit too slow with the feet.
Well, the crowd cheered that left hook that landed from Tyson Fury, but he took it on the gloves, Dillian Whyte. Fury digs a left hand into the Dillian Whyte body. Both of them were talking about it being a barnstormer at the press conference earlier this week. It's not quite hit the heights as yet, but Tyson Fury's in control, and he's got that smile on his face as well. Good shot from Tyson Fury. The crowd cheering everything that gets landed here.
Right hand from Fury. Moving right to reach well. This is where Dillian Whyte's got to try and do a little bit more. It's difficult. Oh, look at this now, Fletch.
Yeah, just caught Tyson Fury on the break, didn't he? He's not happy about that at all.
When I tell you to break, you break. Yeah, he's pushing it up.
The referee reading the riot act to Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte was the aggressor. He's going to get a ticking off as well.
Controlling pace, controlling distance. That wasn't too far away.
Keep that hand nice and high.
Everything off the jab.
Good body shot from Fury.
Clever work that was from Fury. We're all expecting him to go to the head there. He just whips a body shot, the right hand downstairs. Now it's getting naughty.
It is getting naughty, very naughty. And the referee's got to get a grip of this. They've got to get control of the situation, otherwise it might get out of hand. It's been rough and tough in there so far. It's not been very pretty.
Well, I spoke about it being a frustrating night. It could be a frustrating night for Dillian Whyte, and at this stage it is, Fletch. They just can't seem to close that gap down.
Well, that's the end of another one, and it's very, very messy in there.
Jab, jab, jab.
That's nice work from Fury.
Fury happy to box out of the corner. Dillian Whyte with a shake of the head. Fury going for the body, talking to Dillian Whyte, goading Dillian Whyte. Looks like he might just want to raise the pace a bit, Tyson Fury now.
Occasionally switching downstairs, and it's a shot that Dillian Whyte's not expecting.
Dillian Whyte has been the mandatory challenger since 2017. He's had to do everything the hard way. He might have been stunned there by that Tyson Fury punch, and he's going to try and fight back now, Dillian Whyte. Certainly think that one got through from Fury that did some damage.
Get that left hand back, shot!
That's the job.
Well, that's the end of 5 rounds.
When you get him walking towards the ropes, just use face, no body, okay?
He's getting too much time to breathe. When you turn him, break on it. Because he's sitting there ready to go.
Break on him in the what?
1, 2. 1, 2, check out. All that. Because he's not ready. Watch him.
So here we go.
6 of 12, and so far Richie Woodall scores it as a shutout to Tyson Fury. The longer this goes like this, the more desperate you think that Dillian Whyte will have to become. Tried that chopping right hand from a mile away there and missed it by just about as far. Tyson Fury keen to talk in his ear and tell him all about it. Tyson Fury fighting Tyson Fury's fight at the moment, and Dillian Whyte's got to find a way to change the pattern. Fury with the uppercut! What a punch! The right uppercut! Dillian Whyte flat on his back at Wembley Stadium with an absolute peach of a punch. I don't think anyone was expecting that shot. He beats the count, but he doesn't know where he is. The bell might... No, it's off! It's called off! It's all over! And Tyson Fury defends the WBC Ring Magazine and Lineal Heavyweight Championship with the punch of his life. Right uppercut. Dillian Whyte never saw it. He felt it and he couldn't recover from it. And 94,000 people were here at Wembley Stadium to see it. Tyson Fury still the champion. What a finish.
Thank you, Mark. It's a fight. Even a minute for it over, he's still not down. Credit to Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill Stewart. He is the man.
Knockout, and still the undefeated WBC and Lineal Heavyweight Champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Tyson, congratulations. 94,000 people, you delivered one perfect punch.
Steve, I just want to say, I'm overwhelmed with the support. I cannot believe that my 94,000 countrymen and women come here tonight to see me perform. I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.
He was tough, it was ugly, it was quite nasty at times with elbows. You must have some respect for your old friend.
Listen, Dillian Whyte is a warrior, and I believe Dillian will be a world champion. But tonight, he met a great in the sport. I'm one of the greatest heavyweights of all times, and unfortunately for Dillian Whyte, he had to face me here tonight. There's no disgrace, he's a tough game man, he's as strong as a bull, and he's got the heart of a lion. But you know, you're not messing with a mediocre heavyweight, you're messing with the best man on the planet, and you saw that tonight, what happened.
And was that the best punch of your career, the best punch you've thrown, the most perfect punch?
As a professional, it was an uppercut. I think Lennox Lewis could even be proud of that right uppercut tonight.
And Tyson, just one last question, just a word to these people that have filled here tonight, travelled from all over the world, all over Britain to be here, just a word for them.
I'll give you more than a word.
Come on, Tyson.
All together now! So bye, bye, Miss American Pie. But the levee was dry. Them good old boys were singing whiskey and wine, singing this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Thank you to the UK! I love you!
Let me tell you, he always amazes me. This was a great fight for him. He threw a great uppercut, fantastic uppercut. He was basically, touching him, giving him all kinds of different looks. At the end, Dillian Whyte didn't even know what was coming. That was a brilliant uppercut, and it's from the Kronk family. We all throw it. We all throw that uppercut.
Sir. It was a landslide. He was winning very, very easy. He's been winning every round. The uppercut, it was a great shot because he never really threw it until that point. Dillian Whyte was very square. It was really the first time he threw the shot, and he landed a sweet shot, and that was it. Game over. That was a fantastic performance.
What a fight, you know, he's the best in the world for a reason, and everybody in here seen it tonight. I mean, I've been in camp with him all this time, so he was working on the uppercut and it just landed a treat, and he wasn't getting up from that.
First time I've been to an heavyweight boxing match. Man, honestly, it is so visceral. The crowd, but you can feel every shot. You know, I was so lucky, I was 3 rows back. Absolutely loved it, and every credit to both fighters. Person I feel for is Carl Froch. I mean, what's he going to say now? 94,000, Carl. It's gone. The record's gone.
That was great. It was a great performance, very electric, you know, with 94,000 people in the stadium. You couldn't just be like, listen, it's very impressive. And I think we are getting close to get things settled.
First 2 rounds, it was feeling their way, should we say. Then it seemed to me that Tyson seemed to start to enjoy himself. He was smiling and taunting him. But that knockout blow, I mean, it was kind of sickening. Yeah, so I kind of felt for Dillian.
His rendition of American Pie, did you sing along to that?
Yeah, I thought actually the pace he started it at, I thought if he's going to do the whole song, we're going to be here till midnight.
Ben Moss! Ben Moss! What a knockout, Ben! What a knockout! Tyson!
When you had him and he was 30 stone and he was down and out, did you ever think this night would happen?
Yeah, like his family would always say that anything less than this was a failure. They genuinely believed that from the very, very start. And it's one thing saying it, it's one thing doing it, you know, and going through all the hurdles and getting over all the hurdles that he's had to get over along the way. Unbelievable.
What a shot. Watch his felt.
Look at that.
Bang, right up
no
off
way
the
to
shoulder.
react.
He done well to get back up, didn't he?
Done good.
Clean knockout, wasn't he?
I owed him one big more fight here in England, and what a way to go out with a massive bang and a big old, like Tommy Fury would say, a big dirty knockout. It was fantastic. I've enjoyed my career. Thank you to everybody who helped me, the promoters, managers, trainers, all the journalists, all the TV people, everybody who made it a special journey. Big shout out to you, and all my respect and admiration goes out to you guys.
Yeah, I think everybody had a good night. It's a real good fight. I mean, excellent fight, and I thought Tyson was superb. He boxed really well, he broke him up, took him out of his rhythm, and then when it come to the big one, he landed it.
Noel, you've seen a few big days here at Wembley.
Yeah.
How did that compare?
That was really special. The atmosphere in that stadium, I've never seen anything like it before he came out. And the fight went pretty much according to how we thought it'd go. Dillian was trying to make it a dirty fight, and he did. He should have got a point taken off him, but the punch came out of nowhere, and it was a real wow moment. It was unbelievable, but an amazing night. He can't walk away though. He can't.
I didn't feel the pressure. I felt the same nerves I do with every one of Tyson's fights, but it was the perfect ending. It was exactly what I was hoping for. I mean, the full team couldn't have hoped for any better. Tyson done amazing tonight, and when I walked outside there in that arena, I even had to dance along with everybody to Sweet Caroline. I mean, the atmosphere just got you going. I just said, if anybody missed that tonight, it is a shame, because it'll probably never happen again, but it was amazing tonight. The man has done everything he ever could do. I mean, I'm happy with what we are and what we've got, and for Tyson to keep boxing, it just seems, for what reason? And I know in my heart, I think the only reason Tyson would come back is for a unification fight. And I think that would be the only reason Tyson would come back in the ring, because he has nothing left to prove. To keep boxing on, there's nothing there for him.
94,000 people here tonight. The second that entrance started, I know there's a curfew at 11 o'clock in Wembley, but the run, was that planned or were you just feeling it?
I was feeling it so much that it had to happen. Have you ever seen anybody chuck it all off and run to the ring? It was like a Spartan running to a soldier. I was like a Zulu warrior from out of the film Rorke's Drift, running to battle, running to battle. We don't march to battle, we run to battle.
I'll tell you what, that team, it's not the most athletic 11 I've seen running on the pitch at Wembley, but my God, it was dramatic.
It's the most, the fiercest 11 you've ever seen anyway, and the toughest. What are you going to do about drinking, Tom? Come on, get yourself back home with your missus. Come on, be a good lad. She's been good to you, get in the car. She's been good to you, there's only trouble at them house. Come on, come on, we'll have a nice sandwich at home.
Oh, I love you today.
Come on,
front seat the other one.
That's down, Jay. That's the way out. We're good. We're going to open the door. Don't let him shut on you. Jason.